What's going on? It's your guy, your boy, your Uncle John. Welcome back to another episode of Siplife. Thanks for checking out this video. I really appreciate you being here and spending your time watching this. Now, once you're done watching the video, if you enjoy it, please hit that like button. If you want to do it early because you like me so much, your Uncle John, you appreciate him, go ahead and hit the like button now. Today on our episode, I am reviewing another beer, another brew, another sip. We are going to check out Pontoon Brewery's Slush Plush. Yeah, I know. It's a interesting name, right? But I promise you, more than likely, it's going to be good. This particular brewery is based in Metro Atlanta. It's an area called Sandy Springs. Actually, they were the first microbrewery to be open in the Sandy Springs area. And if you don't know what microbrewery means, basically, it's just the amount of barrels that they produce a year. They have to produce under 15,000 barrels a year. All right, so we are going to take a sip of Slush Plush. So as always, Uncle John loves to tell stories. All right, so the story today is just about how Pontoon Brewery came about. So once upon a time, there was a group of friends, right? This group of friends loved to make craft beers and do some home brewing, right? So they got together on weekends and went ahead and, tasted and sampled and made all kind of new beers. And, eventually, because they all hung out while drinking beers on the Chattahoochee or wherever they drank beers, they decided to make Pontoon Brewing. And this was in the year 2014. And then later on, they opened up their distillery in the Sandy Springs area, like I mentioned earlier, and the end. All right, so the way this is gonna go, I'm going to take a smell, let you know what I sense from the aroma, then I'll take a sip, and then I'll pull up some information about the beer, and then we'll talk about what is actually in it and what they say. Okay, so let's talk about Plush Slush. All right, so Plush Slush is a sour beer. So off the bat, it definitely is fruity, but by the can, you can kind of tell the different types of ingredients that might be included. So it definitely has that kind of a sour smell to it. Not super tart, but you can kind of tell it's definitely not just sweet. All right, so there's a fruity kind of sour kind of smell. Cool thing is not a lot of froth, right? It is kind of thick in viscosity. So, it's just not gonna be like a watered down type beer. And it has like a soaked fruit essence, like that the flavor is kind of enriched with some kind of fruit. All right, so let me give it a sip. So the sip is it's pretty good. It's definitely a sour in essence, but it's not anything super tart that you won't be like right, none of that. It's pretty smooth and easy to drink for a sour. Now, I'm not a beer expert, but I have drank a lot of beers, and a lot of times when I try sours, yeah, they're not my favorite because they're a little bit too tart for me. Now, you are talking to a guy who likes ciders, but I'm just saying, I can tell the difference between super tart, like some of the sours are, in this. This is right in between. The fact that I can kind of gulp it down lets you know that it's really easy to drink. I think the reason why they make a lot of their drinks and some of their ingredients and so that way, like, if you're out chilling and you out and want to have a good time, right, on a pontoon or a raft or going down a river, this is a great drink to do so. Even if it gets a little warm, it's not going to be too bad. The worst thing is drinking a beer when it's warm because you're out all day and it loses all of its flavor. It's pretty gross. Oh yeah, I like this. This is cool. That's real cool. Now, let's talk about the ingredients. Let's talk about what makes this unique. So I'm going to butcher this, but I'm going to give it a shot. So the category that this falls into is a sour fruited Berliner Weisse. It's 7% ABV, so not too bad, but pretty strong, which kind of falls right in that middle ground, right? It's not ridiculous like a 10 or 11, but it's not super weak like a 4 or 5. So the ingredients go: peaches, apricots, and the best of all, peach ring candy. Who loved peach ring candy growing up? You go to the little gas station and get that little bag and tear them up and 99 cents and you having a great day. And so now I'll put up a screenshot of the rest of the ingredients so you can kind of see their process of how they say they make it. So you have the soft lactic sourness and the microbe-driven stone fruit from the lactobacillus sour culture. Then they re-ferment it on additional peaches, apricots, candied peach rings, and finish it with lactose to create the creamy but tart candied peach treat. So once they add in the ingredients, essentially they add in a little bit of lactose, mix it all up, ferment it together, and you have slush plush. Oh wait, plush slush. I say it backwards. I gotta pour a little bit more. This was good. So I'm gonna add a little bit more detail. I'm gonna tell you about the time when I went to Pontoon Brewery. I went actually for New Year's this year. I'm gonna put up a picture real quick. And if you can see, I had a good time, lots of beers, people dancing and whatnot, because they were a little bit lit off of all of the beers that they've been drinking for the night. I mean, it was New Year's, what can you expect? So based on my comparison, it was pretty close. I mean, obviously I didn't have all the details about the lactose and the peaches and whatnot, but you know, it's a pretty good sour and they have all the sweet fruits to balance out the sourness that they kind of went for. So it's a really great balance and I highly recommend that you try this. So they don't make this year round, I don't think. I think they just put this out. This is how I kind of found out about it. I saw it pop up on my Instagram because I follow them. But if you want to try it, definitely go to your local store. So if you have tried Pontoon Brewery beers, what is your favorite beer? Write that in the comments below. Let me know. Now, of course, so far, this is one of my favorites. I can't deny it. It's a great balance, like I said earlier, so I can drink this relatively easy, which is almost a bad thing, right? Because when you put them down, you put them down. And guess what? It's the end of the story. That's it. That's all I have about this particular beer. Now, of course, they have more beers, so therefore there might be more opportunities for me to review them and talk to you guys about them. If you want to hear more or you got another recommendation from Pontoon Brewery that you want me to try, let me know, put that in the comments. All right, I want to say thank you for watching. Cheers again. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the Plush Slush if you try it. If not, go try it. And I will see you next time. Sip safely.